This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, it is very much appreciated. This video is going to be on my own personal YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you are all having a fantastic week so far, heading towards the middle weekend in November 2025. What we've got coming up today is we're going to take a look at the horses in training sale that we took a look at a fortnight or so ago. I think people remember the video is in the playlist, the sales and auctions playlist. What I did that day is I took a look at the consignments of a few leading owner breeders. I think I did Coolmore, Shadwell, Juddmonte and Godolphin, just to see what horses were available at the upcoming horses in training sale that took place towards the end of October across a 4 or 5 day period at Newmarket. I think around 5 or 6 days before the sale, we ended up with around 9 horses that I had a look at in the video. Today is the video where we have a look at those 9 horses, see where they went in the sale, see how much they went for, and see if we can predict what's going to happen to them in the future. Like I said, this video will be on my own personal YouTube channel. Don't forget about the Patreon channel as well. Newman Racing on Patreon. There is some free content on there, some paid content as well, and there's also an opportunity, if you want to, on Patreon to just support me as I continue to try and work my way through Classic Watch 26 for you all. Right, without further ado, I think we can get cracking now. These horses are just going to come in no particular order, just the order which I saved the bookmarks in, really. No other reason. So let's start with the first one. The first one we're going to take a look at was Withdrawn. We're going to see a lot of this. Unfortunately, lot number 222 was a bay colt, Des Moines, part of the Coolmore consignment. Des Moines obviously was lot Withdrawn, sadly. See there, it's from the family of Winnemar, Clear Vision, other horses in there, Sholokov as well. But that lot 222, Des Moines, was Withdrawn. Lot 515 was a 2-year-old called Vincenzo Bellini, another one from the Coolmore stock. That one was actually sold. Sold to A&G Bloodstock for a price of 28,000 guineas. This one will obviously stay on the flat. Being a 2-year-old, it cannot go hurdling until the end of the 3-year-old campaign. So A&G Bloodstock, I bought that one for 28,000 guineas, and we wish them good luck to it. Nicely bred horse, but my worry would be, why have Coolmore sold the horse for 28,000 guineas? You know, it's by one of their leading stallions, Wootton Bassett, out of a Group 1 winning 2-year-old, Shale, that won the Moy-Glare, that's quite well related, you know, to horses like Dylan Thomas, Serpentine, Queen's Logic, Lady of the Desert, and all them. Down on McKinley, good horse in Japan, Group 2 winner. Be interesting to see really why they've let it go for 28,000 guineas. That would be the only thing that would put me off the horse. But let's see. Good luck to connections with lot number 515. The next lot we're going to take a look at is lot number 518. Another one from the Coolmore consignment. This one, Lord Byron. And again, you'll see this lot was Withdrawn, the horse side by Camelot. Like a card horse, really related to horses like Shamida. Dynamic pricing in there as well. Shamaka, Shamima, Bay Bridge. Some nice horses related to this one. But again, Coolmore very reluctant to let the public have any of their horses. They've always been the same. You know, they're loath to sell to the public. You know, they really are. They will either just sell it privately or it's hard to explain really that the public sales, although horse racing people pretend to like the public for the purpose of sales, I'm not entirely sure they really do. You know, a lot of them lie to the public on a daily basis regarding bookmakers and things like that, you know. So really, it's hard to say why these horses are just withdrawn for they don't want the public to get hold of them. I think they'd rather sell them secretly to another people in their own circles. I think the next one we're going to take a look at is lot number 667. You'll see there again, lot withdrawn. This horse was Tower of London, another one from the Coolmore consignment. And again, this very well-bred horse related to a national hunt stallion at the moment, Capri, classic winner. Also related to horses like Brazil, Passion, Cypress Creek, all pattern race winners. Phillies Mile winner, commissioning as well. On this line, also American Express, the Group 3 winner in Japan. That's running quite well. But yeah, again, this is proper stallion prospect, I would say this one was. Lot 667, it would have been lovely for the members of the public to be able to bid for this horse. It's a proper horse. But again, Coolmore decided to not give the public that opportunity and withdrew their horse. It's why they put them in there in the first place, just to withdraw them, is baffling. But Coolmore will always do what Coolmore do. The next one we're going to take a look at is lot number 669. This was another one from the Coolmore consignment. Officer. A horse I actually identified myself. This horse actually been sold to a man called Demchig Sukbatar for a price of 40,000 guineas. So this is the leader at the moment. I think this man might be Mongolian, a Mongolian government official named after a famous Mongolian revolutionary that was under the same name in the 1920s, Demchig Sukbatar. So I would assume that this horse has gone to the Far East until proven otherwise for a fee of 40,000 guineas. I mean, this is a good horse. It won the listed Tetrarch Stakes. It ran 7th in the Irish 2,000 guineas. Didn't really kick on as much, but the horse was a pattern race winner earlier in the season. I don't know whether the form. It's also owned by it's a Wingspan. Of course it is. That's won some races as well. Second Damn Beauty is Truth. Also there, Hermosa, Trinity College, Royal Ascot winner from this year as well. United States, Sire out in South Africa. Well, of course, Group 1 winner this year and classic placed. You know, you'd have to say that Mr. Sukbatar's probably got a bit of a bargain here, wouldn't you? 40,000 guineas. And good luck to him. Yeah, good horse. I do like, obviously, the half-brother Hawk Mountain as well. There's one of the Racing Futurity Stakes and the Beresford Stakes. Group 1 and Group 2 race as well. You know, it's the horse is what it is, officer. And I was amazed they let it go, to be honest, but they did. Sold for 40,000 guineas. The next one we're going to take a look at is lot 280. A gelding, Munsif. This one was out of the Shadwell dispersal. And this one has been sold to Charles Burns in Ireland for a fee of 120,000 guineas. So a new industry leader again in the sale at the moment, the highest priced lot to change hands at the moment is now Munsif for 120,000 guineas. I was hoping this one might get a chance and to go jumping because it's got a good pedigree related to horses like Sagruda, Tamani, Noticeable Grace. There's related to Ebba's Iron, the Supreme Novices Hurdle winner at some point. You know, Ebba is out one of them dams along this line here. Also related to Estimate, the Gold Cup winner, also owned by the Queen. Got some very good horses. Got places like horses that won the Irish Oaks, like Ebadiah, won the Moy Stud, Enzeli, won the Ascot Gold Cup as well. You know, as Estimate did. And there is also that, like I said, that Supreme Novices Hurdle horse in there as well. So Charles Burns, I do think, has got a nice horse here for 120,000. We can even open up the Racing Post tab on this one, look, because you'll see that the horse has been quite solid. It's not really improved much. It ran an 84 on debut, and its best mark when it won in September was only 97. So the horse hasn't really found much improvement, but the horse has won half of his 6 races and been in the first 3 in 4 of 6 races, and has an official flat rating of 93. I mean, this will make a lovely juvenile hurdler, I think. And it will be interesting to see if Charles Burns goes down that route or whether they use the horse as a dual-purpose horse, anything like that, you know. But, yeah, I'm happy with this 120,000 guineas, and hopefully this horse might take the sale forward in the UK, because I don't really know much about A&G Bloodstock. And the other one that we've seen sold so far that I did like on the track seems to have gone to the Far East. But yeah, Charles Burns has bought Munsif, and we wish the man good luck with the horse. The next one we're going to take a look at is lot 1, number 188, Mukhtalif, another one from the Shadwell Dispersal, another one I was hoping would go jumping. I said in the sales video, though, this one might be too good to go jumping in the UK or Ireland, and it was proved correct, really, as Kieran Maher Racing and JS Bloodstock in Australia paid up to 325,000 guineas for this horse, Mukhtalif. So this is the clear video leader at this point, over £200,000 more than the one we've just looked at. This one as well is one races on the flat as well. You see the pedigree there. It's a good old-fashioned Agath horse. Agath is the dam line that we would be interested in. The fourth dam of the horse, Agath, leads you all the way to Albertine and beyond. Plenty of nice horses in this pedigree. Artiste Royale and Enkov. Also like Ame Bleu, anytime soon, all one-pattern races. Aqua Realist, Pre-Oaks winner, and Pre-Vermeil winner. Got Maxad and Cambridge not going round too long ago. Cambridge was a Coolmore horse as well. Group 3 placed horse. Maxad, the dam of this horse, won the Pretty Polly Stakes as well. So yeah, Mukhtalif will continue his flat racing career in Australia, I think, after changing hands for 325,000 guineas, which is a shame. You know, I'd have liked to have seen this one stay in the UK and maybe jump a hurdle at some point. The next one we're going to take a look at is lot 1092. Heart of Eternity was one of the fillies we looked at from the Godolphin Dispersal sale for the breeding purposes, really. And this one has also been sold, purchased by Dennis Hogan for a price of only 10,000 guineas. What an absolute bargain. You know, this horse has got some nice pedigree. You see it's rented to plenty of decent pattern race horses. You know, the second dam was an own sister to Poet's Voice, related to Group 1 winner there in the Jabal Hatter Blair House. Group 3 winner, First Conquest. Listed winner, Key Victory. Under the third dam, you also like Poet's Voice, Gold Tiara, listed winner, Golden Hind out in Japan, listed winner as well. Kirika Shink as well, dam of Stefanos, who won the Fuji Stakes in Group 3 in Japan. Queen's Park is the dam of Gemswick Park, who was third in the Frizette Stakes Group 1, the dam of Scotland, who won the listed race. You know, these horses are quite interesting, you know. There's some decent pattern race horses under the first 3 dams of this horse. And if Dennis Hogan, I think, is doing what I would like him to do, which is not really race the horse, because the horse's form was what it was. You know, it's by a pin or two, but I'm not entirely sure it would stay very far of a hurdle trip. He's just breed with it. I think he's got a very nice cheap broodmare here for 10,000 guineas. I suppose he might race on with it. Be interesting to see what Dennis Hogan does with this horse from the Godolphin Dispersal. Heart of Eternity. Last one we need to take a look at is Edward Hamilton. Edward Hamilton, lot number 608, another one from the Coolmore's consignment that was withdrawn. Again, Coolmore showing their, in my opinion, disgust for the public. They just think their horses are too good for the public. I've always thought that. You know, they sell very few horses to the public. They always sell them to horsey people. You know, and here's what it is. You know, but you have to look at them. I tried to leave it. I tried to leave it as late as possible to allow for the anticipated Coolmore withdrawals, because I know it does happen. I've covered sales articles, horses in trading sessions in print before on other websites, and the same thing happened to me in those sales. You know, I identified all the Coolmore horses, and they wouldn't let any members of the public have a look at them. They've done the same thing here to the majority of the horses that they entered in the sale at the time, didn't they? Really, it's fair to say that they did do that. Yeah, withdrew a lot of them. Who knows what happens to the horses that are withdrawn? They're obviously not bought by the public, but who knows? Who knows? That's the trouble with Coolmore. Such a secretive organisation. Right, yeah, so that's it really. The 9 horses that we've taken a look at, without any shadow of a doubt, headed by the Coolmore, by the 2 Shadwell horses really. Munsef sold to Charles Burns for £120,000, and Mukhtalif, another Shadwell horse, sold to Kieran Maher for 325,000 guineas. I'm just going to pause the video a minute because I think I've actually forgotten one. There was another relation to a Tower of London that went through the sale, wasn't there? A younger horse. So I'm just going to pause the video and I'm just going to try and find out what happened to that one as well. I'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, I found the horse, Saratoga. It was lot number 671. I'm not sure if it was withdrawn before I did the last video and how to look at it, because there must have been a reason why it wasn't on the list. This is another one that was withdrawn by Coolmore. I don't know if it was withdrawn before I did the video or after the video, though. I've done a lot of videos in the meantime, in between the first sales video and this review video. I cannot remember if Saratoga made the final cut. But it was always one I was interested in, and again, this lot was withdrawn from the sale by Coolmore. Right, I think we can now think about ending this video here. Like I said, Shadwell, the heroes of this dispersal sale, £120,000 to Munsif, and this horse is in training sale, sorry, £120,000 to Charles Burns for Munsif, £325,000 guineas, sorry, both of them, to Kieran Marr for Mektalif. Both hopefully will have good careers. The rest of them, well, they were what they were. Officer sold to the Middle East, and I think and a lot of Coolmore horses withdrawn. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back in due course with some other content at due time. What we have got coming up, really, we've got another Kiwi Classic coming up this week. I will be crossing the T's and dotting the I's with the New Zealand Guineas towards the end of the week. But this was a good opportunity to finish this little project. We might come back and take a look at the performance of a couple of the horses towards in a year's time, depending on how they get on. But we'll see. Only the horse's form will dictate what happens to them. But when we take a look at the sales, it's always good to do a follow-up video just to see where the horses went. Right, I'll leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody for taking the time to watch it. What I will do is I will leave you a copy to all the sales and auctions videos that are on the playlist currently, and you can peruse them at your leisure. And I will also give you all an opportunity to subscribe to the channel, and so you don't miss any more of my content moving forward. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then please feel free. That way you will make sure that you will not miss any of my content moving forward, as long as the notifications on YouTube are set up correctly. Right, like I said, another interesting weekend of National Hunt racing coming up this weekend as we head in towards the middle of November. I think they might have to start showing us some good National Hunt racing soon, hopefully, or else we're more than happy to wait until March. But for now, obviously, we've got the New Zealand Guineas coming up at the weekend, and I think we might have a little bit of a break. We're unsure what they're doing in South Africa. Well, I am on the lookout for horses there, though. And, of course, there is the Australian season as well, but I think they're moving to Western Australia at the end of this month for a bit of a old age racing, so I don't really think there's many classics up and coming at the moment in Australia, but I'm always on the lookout. But for now, I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves and your loved ones, and goodbye.